So, some guy suggested that I talk about like films or movies and TV shows that I like. So, I'm gonna do that, okay? I'm standing up here in beautiful California. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm in my room, in case you guys couldn't tell. And you're probably gonna be hearing this wire hit off my tripod, but that's okay. We live and we learn, right? I actually learned how to like properly brush my hair, and I'm a changed woman, right? I just did not know this. You're meant to start from like I was always like doing it like this. No, you're meant to like kind of cut your hair off into a ponytail and then just like brush from there and then keep brushing up. So I can't wait to try that for my next shower or whatever, which is going to be every day because it is so goddamn hot here. I'm already getting distracted. But anyway, this is not a scripted video. I'm just gonna be talking off the dome, right? So, movies and TV shows. I've actually been getting more into movies recently. I was never really a movie person. I was always a bigger fan of TV shows and series. But I have been watching some movies. So I'm just gonna talk about ones I like, starting off with some classic ones that I remember watching as a child, and then ones that I've been really liking recently. So not really any particular order when it comes to like TV shows or films. I'm just gonna be talking. I'm just gonna like say them when I think of them. So I think the first film that I would think of that I remember really liking as a kid, and still a stellar film, is School of Rock, featuring Jack Black and I think the guy who directed the film also stars in it, but he's really funny. And she voices Penelope from Wreck-It Ralph, but that well, I'm forgetting everyone's name, but they're like the main three adult and fucking Cusack. What's their name? I'm forgetting everyone's names, but yeah, it's a great cast. School of Rock, you've probably heard of it. It is a film where Jack Black plays this kind of like, he gets kicked out of his own band and he needs money. He needs this rent money because he's crashing in his friend's house, and he pretends to be a teacher, or like he gets a teacher's job. I can't remember if he pretends, but he starts teaching in this school, this like probably private school. It's like really talented musical students, and he's like, all these kids are learning classical. I'm gonna teach them like rock and roll. So he gives them like rock history lessons, and he teaches them all the instruments, and they compete in the battle of the bands, which he wants to do for the money, but he ends up getting attached to the kids and actually like being good with them and having fun, and they end up having a really good performance at the end. The song at the end is really good, but yeah, it's also just kind of like nice themes. The jokes are so funny. It's such a quotable film as well. I'm forgetting them now because I'm recording, but if I wasn't recording, I'd be getting them easily. The one joke I remember is, it's not the one that's Asia, because there's some things in the film that have honestly aged well, like Jack Black talking to this one student about her weight and how he always got shit about his weight and how she shouldn't care about it. But yeah, the one thing that slightly didn't age the best, but I think is still funny, it's one of the funniest moments in the film, is it's like a parent-teacher meeting or something, and the teachers are in his room listening to him talk, and he's like, I've been touched by your kids, and I'm pretty sure I've touched yours too. And then they all like scream and like start throwing shit. The cars are like running through the halls. It's so good. Other than that, it's a kids film basically. But just like some random stuff there. And also, the fucking scene where the principal's drunk. It's so funny. And just heartfelt. It's a heartfelt film. And yeah, like, I don't know. I love that film. It's definitely a top 3 film movie of all time. It might be my favorite. Next, I would say Hot Rod with Andy Samberg. money for his stepdad's medical bill so they can fight and he can beat him to prove he's like a real man or whatever. And he does this by doing these stunt tricks. And the stunts get progressively more dangerous until the end of the film where he's jumping over like 50 school buses. And it's so rad. Like, I feel like it started a generation of humor. Just like the humor in it, the like gags, the bits, that just like, they're so like, you'd be watching it and you feel like, oh, I've seen this before. But like, it probably came or was inspired by Hot Rod. And like, one of my favorite moments when the guy just gets like a glass shard just like launched in his eye. And he's just riding in the car and he's like, hey, take me to the hospital. He's like, why do you need to go to the hospital? And like the light shines over him. It's yeah. That's another one I'd recommend. Actually, fun fact, my favorite band, Queens of the Stone Age, is actually in this film. They just play like this hokey other band. But yeah, that's like, or that might not have been hokey, but it's just like a cool fact that I learned, and it ties my interests together. And yeah, it's just a funny film, and yeah, I'd recommend it. I haven't really been making like trigger noises, so like, I don't know if this is picking up. Let's just think TV shows. Obviously, I was hugely into Star Wars growing up. So, Star Wars The Clone Wars was the shit. Like, that shit was so good. Like, it was a kid's show, but like, it had some good ass like stories and like, I don't know, like some of there were some sad ass moments, like some sad ass deaths in that show. But yeah, I remember I didn't have the channel to watch it, so I would have to rely on my friend who had the channel and also YouTube videos. I'd watch on my 3DS back then. I'd have to watch AMVs. Oh, I remember the Battle Scars AMV. No, was it Battle Scars? One of them. Oh yeah, it was. I think that got removed from YouTube. Can't find it anymore, unfortunately. But yeah. Yeah, actually, I just remembered like anime is a thing, but I think I'm gonna make that a separate video where I talk about like anime. But yeah, yeah, Star Wars: The Clone Wars. I love the Clone Wars. I love all the clones. I love how it's re-emerging, and I keep seeing like animatics and animations and OCs during the Clone Wars era, because I know kind of Star Wars fans are getting sick of the Clone Wars era now, because we used to not really get anything for it. Now we were getting so much callbacks and references and cameos, but I'm always gonna love it still. And I love seeing the animations of people that the people make of like the clones and Ahsoka. It's so cute, and Anakin and all the alternate universes and like Mandalorian OCs. They're so cool. But yeah, like I don't really know what to say about the show. It's just like the animation was kind of rough in season 1. It smooths out a little over time, but yeah, there's some genuinely good. It's just like, it is pivotal to watch if you're a Star Wars fan, at least just a bit of it, you know. And it ties nicely into episode 3 at the end. So yeah. What else? I mean, I could obviously talk about like The Simpsons, but like, you know, why is there to be said? I'm trying to think of like some other. I'll go to like some newer things, because I'm kind of concerned on how like how long my phone will record for. So a show that I really liked was Scott Pilgrim Takes Off, which I guess I'll just talk about both the film and the show. I actually watched the show first, and what's like, is this a spoiler? I guess spoilers for the Scott Pilgrim TV show. Most of the show isn't even about Scott as a character. Like, obviously he's very problematic for dating a 17-year-old while being like 20. But like, yeah, honestly, the whole cast is problematic when you look into it. Like, even my favorite character, like Kim, she's problematic, and Ramona is like probably problematic, but she's also just kind of like I don't know, but like, I like the characters. It just kind of feels like it feels weird. But all-star cast, the same cast of the film, reprised their roles in the show, and I think that's so cool. I saw an interview of Chris Evans, and he said he would feel such severe FOMO whenever he wasn't recording scenes in the film, and they had a group chat together, and he was all like, wanted to catch up all the time. I thought that was so cute. That was so cute. I'm glad they all like stay together as a friend group, because that's so sweet. And yeah, and I love Chris Evans. I'm gonna talk about him later, but like, yeah, like, the show, I don't know, I think I liked the show more. It was a really cool art style, but the film was great as well. Like, which is funnier though? I think both are equally funny. I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember what got more laughs out of me. But yeah, the movie was like, I watched after the show, and it was a lot of fun. Obviously, there's things that won't have aged well, but like, I don't know. It was a 2010s, like, kind of relatively edgy film. So like, yeah, I don't know, but I did enjoy it. And speaking of Chris Evans, I think my favorite or second favorite movie that I watched this year was Knives Out. I love Knives Out, and it just like sparked an interest for me in murder mysteries and like stuff like detective stuff. Cause I always kind of liked LARPing as a detective, and like I'd always get attached to like the detective characters, like Kyoko Kirigiri from Danganronpa, and who else is a detective that I like? Why can't I remember? But anyway, I'd like to play as these characters, right? And yeah, after watching that film, like, I just like, I love Ryan Johnson's like how he directs films, and like, just it's a lot of fun. Just the sets are so cool, like the house in the film, some of the camera shots, especially at night, are beautiful. Just like the New England setting in general is so pretty. The casting is great. Oh my god, yeah, I'm just thinking the cast wasn't fucking, yeah, oh my god. What is her, I'm forgetting everyone's name. This is so embarrassing. You're one. I just realized for the Irish people not watching, you're not gonna know what that means. The woman from Freaky Friday. Oh, I don't remember, I'm sorry. But yeah. I think she was in the film. She was like the grandmother or something. And Chris Evans. Yeah, I don't know. The film was just. I predicted. Actually, for both of the films, I think I predicted who actually did it. But it was still satisfying and still fun to watch. And yeah, I don't know. It was just like, it was such a cool environment and universe and so on. I'm probably not doing a good job at promoting these films, but yeah, like, and then I've been watching a few shows recently, and I'll do a quick run throughs because I haven't actually finished them, and then I'll talk about a show that I have finished. So shows I have been going through are Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. So I'm still technically on the first seasons of both, because I haven't gotten the chance to watch them in a bit. But like, Buffy is such like a time capsule for the language that was used on the lingo, and it's so cool and funny at the same time. It's like, I wish I had this on like VHS or something. Just cause like, the 90s, it was just like how they made sets, the acting, the cast is great. Like I love the cast, and yeah, I just love. I don't know how to talk about it. That was Joss Whedon directed that film or show, and it's probably his best work. You know. But yeah, I feel like that was like a cultural thing, that like a very big pop culture thing that I obviously missed out on, but I just never watched. So I'm getting through it now. And Mystery Incorporated is what I heard was like the best Scooby-Doo show, or one of the best, and like one of the funniest. And I can confirm it is really funny. It's really fun to watch. There's some jokes that are like actually, like, I think it's just the way people talk and the words they use. That's like one of the funniest like things for me, because I fucking love Shaggy. I love Fred. I just love like their dynamics with the other characters and how they talk. I also love Daphne. Like Daphne's like the goat, and then Velma's also the goat. But like, I don't know. I think Velma's like lesbian, which is fucking sick. Oh yeah, she definitely is. That got confirmed. But yeah, like that's sick. At the point I'm at in the show, she's still fawning over Shaggy, but like, I assume that will like turn around at some point. But yeah, it's just I like Scooby-Doo. I grew up watching it, but I was never like a super fan, and I don't think after I finish the show I'll be a super fan, but like, I'll definitely be a enjoyer of Scooby-Doo, and I might even pick up some merch of it. Who knows? Yeah, and the show that I did watch and fully finished was Andor. And yeah, Andor, its praises have been sung, but like, not enough, because like, only my partner has watched Andor in my friend group, and like, it is peak Star Wars. Like, I'm just gonna say it is peak Star Wars. It is dark and gritty, and like, I mean, sometimes I'm not good about that stuff, and sometimes the show is hard to watch, but like, it is so like weirdly down to earth, and it's like, the Empire is depicted as such a villainous force, like truly evil, like making comparisons to real life events, and it's like, I mean, they already were like, they are obviously the Nazis, but like, the shit that they do, and there's a lot of like, I don't know, I feel like season 2, I don't know if it was a direct comparison to what's going on in Gaza, but like, an argument could be made, like, same with Superman, but Superman was like, I watched that as well. That was a really good film, but that film was outright talking about that. But yeah, I don't know. Andor isn't even like this golden, like, boy, he's not like the best person either. Like, it takes him like probably even past season 1 to get to that point. Oh, and some of the scenes, the endings of the episodes were perfect. And like, the music choice, the place where they ended up, oh, this was so peak. Like, I think my favorite, I don't know, there's so many good ones. I'm gonna always remember them, like, when this video's uploading, I'm gonna like remember a moment. But like, I think my favorite one was, I'm trying to remember it all. It is season 2, episode 2 or episode 3, and it's like 3 different shots. One of them is Mon Mothma at the party with all the other rich people, and she's dancing around, and she's kind of like, she's obviously not having fun, because I'm pretty sure she's kind of like feeling regret, because like the guy that was kind of working with her, she knows is about to die. Like, he's about to, spoilers by the way, but yeah, like, he's about to die by this like other person, but like, she knows it's for the sake of the rebellion and stuff, so she has to. And then like, one of Andor's friends dies, like, because he didn't make it in time, and the Imperials are brutal, and they like threaten to characters, and it truly shows how evil they are. And they end up blasting the whole like farm, and like it's a really, yeah, dark scene. But just the music, like the bouncing space house music over all this happening, and I'm not like the greatest at writing like scripts for video. Why am I wording this weird? I'm losing my words. I told this yap sesh to my partner, and they were like baby's first analysis. But I was saying how like the Mon Mothma scenes were showing like all these rich people having fun, not knowing what's going on with the little people and what they're dealing with, and it was, drawing comparisons to like, real life. Obviously not the deepest thing, but I was kind of proud that I figured it out, or like drew those connections. Yeah, I'm probably giving too much away about the show. Just watch it. Like it's so good. Like I was always wanting to watch the next episode. Like, yeah. How's my voice, by the way? I don't know if I'm like popping the mic a lot, or if my voice sounds like deeper or lighter. Like I don't know. Yeah, I think I talked about watching a lot of DC films recently. I watched Superman and then like loads of Batman films. I loved Superman. Superman made me. Okay, here's the thing. Superman was like the only film, at least this year, that I watched that I was like, whoa, like I want to be a better person, because I think I'm a pretty decent, kind person. But I was like, whoa, I could be better. Like I should just try start seeing the good in more people, and not just like I don't know. I just wanted to be a better person after watching the film, and it was so weird. I think it should be documented, because it wasn't just me that had that effect. Like there was a lot of people I saw that were like, and some people were laughing at them, but like I think it's totally valid. And if a film is making you want to be a better person, I think that's a pretty damn good film. You know what I mean? Yeah, James Gunn is a great director. I watched The Suicide Squad shortly after, and I loved that film also. I didn't know I'd be fucking caring about Ratcatcher 2, specifically Ratcatcher 2. I didn't know that was gonna be a character I was gonna love. But I guess I was proven wrong. All those like just weird characters that he pulls from the comics, like they're just so good in the film. And I really liked Birds of Prey. I liked the Batman films I was watching, especially the Batman. The Batman was so good. I want the second one to come out really fast. But don't be rushed, Speaking of being rushed, I do really like the Spider-Verse films. I don't know. I don't know which one I prefer. It's funny because I think I prefer the second one, but I've only seen the film once. I have it on DVD. It's available on Netflix and stuff. I've just not rewatched it, and I don't know why. But like, the first film I've rewatched so many times. They're both great. They're both amazing, in fact. Oh, and I love Gwen. I love what they did with her character in the second film. That was my mom. I'm probably gonna wrap it up anyway because I'm losing my voice. But yeah, like, if you guys want to see a part 2, or I want to see the anime episode, it might be shorter, where I talk about anime and manga. Yeah, let me know. I'm probably so distracted in this video, but yeah, like, anyway, let's just close our mind. Let's I don't know what I'm saying. Let's just focus on relaxing and not worry about things. Just be safe in your own environment. Be in your comfort space. Just relax. Just take a bit. Even just turn off your phone or whatever, and just sit for 5 minutes, okay? And yeah, just think about the good things that are in your life. I'm sorry about that. That ruined the moment. But yeah, I don't know. And just remember that people love you in the world. God, This is so sad. Why am I so like? I'm trying to be nice. Whoops. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to be nice and I don't know how. Or like send a kind message. Just take care of yourself, okay? That's all. That's all. Yeah. I love you guys, and I'll see you in. Well, that perspective is funny. I'll see you guys in the next video, whenever that is.